Hi, today I'm going to talk about a recent security breach. Borgios, Mortati, Wang, and Smith 2019 give some very good tools with regards to security practices. They recommend keeping the software up to date on all systems, antivirus installations with updated definitions, keeping an eye out for the type of connections you're interacting with, backing up of data for protection purposes, using two-factor authentication, password security, and alertness on links. Although these are very good ways to protect your environment, what would happen if while doing these, an administrator opens a door for a potential hack? What's the point of it then? SolarWinds is a company that provides tools to view many different platforms managed through the IT department at its customer's end. That is, they are used to help track security breaches, server health monitoring, network health monitoring, patch monitoring, basically overall in-depth monitoring of information systems within an organization. So what does this mean? To obtain the necessary access to collect, view, and modify this data, the applications created through SolarWinds need complete and overall access to the servers, routers, and switches, SANs, and computers, basically any device. The list can go on depending on the type of protocols the devices allow for monitoring. For hardware monitor to happen, the hardware administrator needs to allow read-only access to the monitor. This means that the SolarWinds device will have complete access to view certain aspects of its hardware. Additionally, if the administrator wants to set up alarms to say send an email, they can do so through an email setup using an SMTP configuration. Yet if the administrator wants to take advantage of autocorrectness or additional features that are limited in the read-only level, they can give write capabilities to the hardware to help resolve quick problems such as restarting of services, applications, etc. In summary, the SolarWinds monitoring tools are great in that it helps monitor problems and resolve them potentially through automated tasks, yet require access to the back end of the company hardware. The recommendations provided by Borgios, Mortati, Wang, and Smith are great and very useful. But what happens when an organization such as SolarWinds is hacked and bad code is written on its firmware updates, which are later deployed to the customers? An administrator could have done everything right, then taken the necessary steps to protect the company, and yet still fall short to a simple password error. According to SolarWinds, a weak password, SolarWinds123, was used and posted in a GitHub private account. This error allowed hackers to use the account to modify the code and infiltrate the SolarWinds customers, which by the way included the US government. When questioned, the CEO of SolarWinds said the person at fault was an intern. Yet there are many questionable actions that arose to that situation. For example, if the company would have adopted complexity in their passwords, the intern would not have the ability to set up a simple password. Additionally, if the company would have isolated the intern or limited the access to highly sensitive hardware, such as an update production server, the attack would not have affected 18,000 customers. Currently, the company has fixed its firmware's bad code and have been working with customers to ensure the security of its applications. Given the extent of the problem, it can be difficult to determine if the fix will be completed in all of the applications affected. This is going to require constant monitoring. Verification is also needed to determine if any kind of behavior could be caught to the patch of any kind of problem, or basically look at the behavior of how the systems are correlating with each other, or how are they communicating to the internet to determine if there's anything that's altered. Thank you, and that is it.